Hello and welcome to New Parents in Training. So in today's episode, I'm going to compare 4 of the most popular leading brands of swaddle blankets out in the market and see which one I would recommend. Now, a little bit personal background. When my first child was born, we used to use a muslin blanket to wrap him up, but we found out that it was really difficult because he managed to keep his arms out. And once he has done so, then usually he will wake himself up because of that. And later on, we find out that there's things like this, a swaddle blanket. And this is super simple to use. Usually they have Velcro and we're able to keep him in place and he was able to nap or sleep for a long period of time. And that was really helpful. And so today I'm going to compare this 4. We have the SwaddleMe, the KeaBabies, the Halo, also Momcozy. Now they all came in a different price point. To start off, let's talk about the SwaddleMe. This one is coming at $20.36, just under $21. Coming in a packet of 3. This is very easy to use. As I mentioned before, they all use Velcro, right? So what you need to do is just like open this side up and open up the flap. And they have Velcro here too. So I have my trusty Elmo here. You put Elmo in and then you line up the Velcro to their belly. Well, this one, the Elmo is a little too small for this blanket, but you get the idea. You're supposed to line up to the kid's shoulder and then wrap the rest of it behind. And this side, the Velcro can go over. So now, there you have it. And usually, you don't have to wrap the kid too tight. So it's super easy to use. Now the downside, however, is this type of Velcro is kind of, as you can hear, is like really loud. A lot of times when our kid is kind of half asleep, but they poop in the diaper, we have to change them. It's really hard to try to unwrap them in this situation because it's so loud. And when we do that, the outcome will be they will wake up from the loud noise. This is typically how you will use it. Now, another thing you need to watch out for is the fact that they use Velcro. So when you put in the washer, you need to wrap them up. Otherwise, the Velcro will attach to other clothing and then it is kind of hard to you will mess up the Velcro eventually. So this way, you will keep everything intact so this will not get stuck on other type of clothing. Now, moving on to the KeaBabies, and this one comes in at $26 for a pack of 3. Now, idea is very simple, but this one, the Velcro is a little bit better than the SwaddleMe. It has less of a noise or resistance when you try to pull it versus the SwaddleMe. Like the Velcro texture, they are very different. So this one is not that forceful when you try to get your kid out. So yeah, this is actually a little bit better. Moving on to Halo. This one comes in at $35 for just pack of 1, so it's quite expensive. Again, this one has Velcro, but this Velcro is quite long. But this will be the most secure one to cover your baby. So if your baby is the type that's always like to get their arms or legs out, this will definitely keep them in place because how long the Velcro is, it's going to be really secure. Now, once you open it up, you have this look like a Sleepsack here, but you can get their arms out from here and they have zippers. So this is quite unique compared to the first 2. So you open it up, you put your baby in, you put the arms out through the opening here, and you can now zip them up. And then you wrap them around. And there you go. It's quite easy. This is one of the reasons why I like Swaddles. They're super easy to use. Now, because of they have this zipper. Now say if you want to change the diaper while the kid is still half asleep, you can just unzip them from the bottom and change the diaper and zip it back up and put them back to sleep again. So this is quite convenient compared to the other two. You cannot really do that unless like you had to pull up here and go from, it's just really hard for you to change diaper this way. But this makes things quite easy and simple. All right, so moving on to the last one. This one is from Momcozy. Now this comes in at $40 for a pack of 2. Now it's most expensive of the 4 here, but however, if you break it down by unit, it's only $20. So it's not as expensive as the Halo. Now this one, I will argue to be the best of the 4 here because of this. Voila. I don't know what kind of new Velcro this is, but this is like really soft. Now let's hear it again. So yeah, it's really soft. And it covers quite a bit of surface here as well. So when you put your baby in, like one of the thing that you want to make sure is all covered up. So then it's hard for the baby to come out. Like if you only cover a little bit of surface, then the baby is like maybe a little bit easier for them to push their arm out. But this, since it has a large surface where you can cover the blanket, yeah, it's definitely gonna be a better suited to secure your baby. Now it's also super easy to use. You just put your baby inside here. Like you don't even have to worry about any of the side stuff that you had to fold it in, so on and so forth. You can just fold them all like this. So that's it. It's much easier. And also they have a zipper on the bottom. This will make changing diaper just as easy as the Halo, if not easier. Because the Halo, you have to pull the zipper from the bottom inside here, but this is on the side going around. So yeah. So this is the first Swaddle blanket that I have seen that use this type of material. This is quite interesting. Like if you want to completely unwrap your kid to change them while they are sleeping, you can definitely do that with this one because it doesn't make a whole lot of noise. Yeah, so this is actually quite soothing. All right, so my final thought, like for this two, they are very affordable, but however, the surface for the Velcro is just really hard and loud. And if you don't close it correctly when you take it to laundry, this will definitely stuck on other clothing. It might ruin your clothes while you are washing it. And for the Halo is just too pricey. For one Swaddle blanket, costs $35. And also it uses like those hard Velcro materials. So I would just pass on this three. Like what I would recommend is actually this Momcozy. With this new type of Velcro system that they have in place, this is definitely much easier to get your kid in and out. And when you are going to wash clothes, this will not damage your other clothes for sure. Because like how soft this is versus actual Velcro. So if you ever use Velcro, I mean, that's just like, it's just hard. Yeah, there's no other way around it. This will definitely damage your clothes. But for Momcozy, yeah, this is like $40. Not the cheapest of the four here, but per unit is only $20. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this. Yeah, I can't stop playing with this. It's just very soothing when you open this up. All right, so if you have any questions, comment down below. Until next time, bye.